Oh my God, there's a rattlesnake. I was coming down the trail pretty fast. He started rattling. He scared the... Stay hydrated. It's hot out here, man. I'm going way slower than I normally do today. Taking way more breaks. This trail is pretty wild. I don't know what I was expecting out here, but it's a little bit different than what I had in mind. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Hiking to the Sunset. It's about 7 a.m. right now, and we just stepped onto the trail. This morning, we're up in north central-ish Pennsylvania, and we're about to hike the Allegheny Front Trail. This trail's located in the Moshannon State Forest. It's an approximately 42-mile loop, and I'm going to be doing this over 2 nights. The third day will be a pretty short day. The way I have this tentatively scheduled out is gonna hike around 17 to 19 miles the first 2 days, which should be comfortable full days. And then the last day, we should have a pretty short day, maybe like 6 miles or so. So that's the tentative plan. Those plans could always change. We'll play it by ear, but that's what we're gonna go with for right now. It's mid-May, and just double check the forecast before stepping on the trail, and the temps went up. They're saying 88 for a high today, 89 for high tomorrow. So whew, it's a little warmer than I was expecting, and lows around like upper 50s, 60-ish. So we won't have to worry too much about being cold or anything like that. But I want to make sure we're staying hydrated out here. Stuff's looking pretty green, so hopefully the canopy's up pretty well by now, so we're not just getting blasted by the sun all day long. Got up early, like I always try to get a nice early start when I'm coming out to do some of these hikes. Started driving around 4 in the morning. Nice drive. Went right through State College, right by Beaver Stadium. That was nice to see. That was cool. I've never hiked this trail before, so it'll be a totally new one to me. Always fun to get out and check out some new trails. I've done a little bit of research on it, enough to know what I'm doing, but also not too much that, I kind of like to just come out here and see what happens. Don't over plan these trips, just depending on the logistics and where you're at. Those kind of things can change. But we got a nice early start. I think we can just hike our normal pace, and we should be able to still get into camp at decent time tonight and tomorrow night. Stay put. Just signed off on a trail register back there. Sun's coming up. It's getting warmer. I could definitely tell that, just dealing with the heat is going to be one of the main challenges on this trip. So I'm just gonna make sure that I'm drinking water, staying hydrated, stopping to fill up, take breaks if I need be. Yeah, definitely want to take some precautions when you're backpacking out here when it's going to be close to 90 degrees. I had been seeing some rather large tracks on the trail here. Wasn't positive what they were, but they looked like bear tracks to me. They were pretty big, and now I've been seeing some big piles of scat along the trail here also, so definitely some wildlife active in this area. So we'll keep an eye out. Maybe we'll be able to see something, and we'll make sure that when we get to camp we'll take precautions with our food. Is it bad that it's only 8:40 in the morning right now and I'm already looking forward to sleeping in my hammock tonight? I keep yawning, tired from waking up at 3:30 in the morning. Don't quite have that pep in my step yet here today. First road crossing here of the trip. Trail sign here. Allegheny Front Trail to Benner Run, 2.8 miles. To State Park, 8.3 miles. 12.2 at the top, not sure what that means. All right. There's a rattlesnake right here on the side of the trail. I was coming down the trail pretty quick. He started rattling. I like jumped backwards. He scared the crap out of me. You got any friends around here that I need to know about? Where's his head at? I'm just gonna try and get by you, dude. I just need to get by you. Where's your head at? Alright, I see your head. I don't want to make sudden movements and scare him. I'm just getting as far away from you as possible. I'm gonna give you your berth here, and I think I can get by. Holy moly. He's in there. I'm just gonna keep on moving here. That's pretty spectacular. We just had that rattlesnake encounter back there. I was coming down the trail pretty quick, trying to make some time, and he started rattling. I heard him. I literally jumped back like a cat jumping back. Gave me a pretty good shot of adrenaline there. He was right on the side of the trail, and you know, like I've said, that they are in those places sometimes. And you know, luckily for me, he started rattling. It was loud. I heard it. It instantly, you know, kicked into me that what it was. And I just stopped in my tracks, dead in my tracks, and went back a little bit. But you know, we gave him birth. We were able to push against the side of the trail. He coiled up. You know, I just slowly moved around to the other side of the trail and was able to get around him. So I got a pretty nice shot of adrenaline in me right now. I'm probably just gonna take it a little slow now since I've seen a rattlesnake on this trail right here. We're like in the jungle here. Oh, that's cool. Cool sight here along the creek. Nice and clear on the ground. Nice fire ring. Creek back there. Be a cool spot to hang out. Interesting. I don't know what that is or was. Some kind of, I don't know. All right. Got this bridge. And I'm hoping that the trail opens up on the other side of this bridge. It's been pretty dank and overgrown for the past couple miles. Haven't been making much time. So cool. That campsite over there is pretty cool. Look at this spot. Prime spot. Stopped off at a little campsite down here. It's a stream right over here. It's about 12, after 12 a little bit. We're about 10 miles in right now. Just mixed up a Propel. I make sure I'm staying hydrated out here. Cooking up some Packet Gourmet Cajun Ranch chicken salad wraps. Gonna eat some of these up. That should be pretty good. See if this thing's done, ready yet. All right, let's try it out. Good. Cajun chicken salad. Ordered some stuff from Packet Gourmet. Got a couple lunches for this trip. 2 lunches for my next trip and a dinner. Just like some variety. Go back and forth between some different lunches. Sometimes I like the cheap, homemade pepperoni and peanut butter and cheese wraps. Sometimes I just do a ramen noodle. Ramen bombs, I've been off them for a while. I ate one in the summertime. It like almost made me sick. I haven't ate any ramen bombs since then. Just getting back on the trail here. Probably took close to a good hour at lunch. And that's fine. Did some resting, ate, rehydrated. Now we're ready to keep on moving here this afternoon. Just saw a turkey go running up the trail here. Took off, went flying. This trail is pretty wild. I don't know what I was expecting out here, but it's a little bit different than what I had in mind. It's definitely feels wilder than what I thought this would have been. Kind of with the proximity to State College, only about 25 minutes away. But so far I'm seeing all kinds of wildlife. The trail just feels wild. These streams feel, really, it feels kind of like remote back in here. More so than some other trails. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna keep on hiking here and see what else we get into. Feeling pretty good after taking that break. Sun's beating down good now. It's like a little after 1. So we'll just keep hiking, pacing ourselves, hydrating if we need to. We just finished up making a pretty nice climb out from down there. Pretty big hill. Had to stop like 2 times, just catch my breath. It's pretty hot out here. My heart rate's getting up there, so I just had to take a breaks. Taking a few minutes up here at the top, and then we'll keep moving. With this heat out here and these climbs, I'm just being careful. I don't want to overexert myself. Get myself in trouble out here. We came down off that ridge up there, and now we're walking along this fairly decent sized river, if you want to call it that. I believe it's the Moshannon, but I know that people call it the Red Mo. That's because of the reddish tint on the water, and that's from runoff from mining, I believe. So that water's no good to drink. Can't drink any water from in there. I read somewhere that it won't cause any immediate health problems, but we don't need to take any chances like that out here. Stopped off here at this nice little stream down here. Filtered up, 2 full liters of water. Gonna try to drink at least a half, maybe even a full liter while I'm sitting down here in the shade. Stay hydrated. It's hot out here, man. I'm going way slower than I normally do today. Taking way more breaks. Have to though, this heat out here is no joke. Probably close to 90. Gotta stay hydrated. We just finished off our climb, coming up from way down there at the Red Mo. I'm not gonna lie, I had to stop a couple times on the way up that hill. I'm pretty beat this afternoon. That heat's taking it out of me. Hopefully that's the last big elevation we have to do for today. I think we're gonna drop down off of here. We'll be hitting 6 Mile Run soon. Go up into 6 Mile Run, I'm gonna be looking for camp. I'm ready to take a load off, relax, eat dinner, hit the hammock, all that good stuff. But we got a little more further to go, so we're not there yet. Came out, walked down this road here just for a short time. Almost missed the turn off the trails heading up this way. Should be at 6 Mile Run here. I don't know how much climbing we have to do. I'm beat. I'm hopefully only trying to go another mile and a half, find camp, get rested up for the night. All right, so we wound up doing about 19 miles today. Found a spot down here by the creek. It was getting late, I didn't want to push any further. So we got the nice creek right here behind us. Got camp back here, pretty well set up. Got the hammock hung, got the tarp up. I think I might not even stake it out tonight. It's not supposed to rain. I could do that quickly if I have to. Got my underquilt on. Don't have the ends. I just have them loose right now because it's warm out. If it gets colder later on tonight, I'll cinch that up. Got the top quilt up here just chilling out because I definitely don't need that in the hammock right now at all. Got dinner cooking up. I think we got some chicken fried rice tonight. I'm hungry. I think that's gonna hit the spot. Looking good. Chicken fried rice. Gonna throw some soy sauce in here. Chicken fried rice. I love this meal. One of my favorites, I think, Mountain House. Sitting here enjoying this. Got a rappel made up. It's about like 7:55, almost 8 o'clock. My goal is to finish eating, do anything else I gotta do, be in the hammock by no later than 9. Relax for a little bit, get to sleep. Try to get up as early as I can in the morning. Morning, guys. Just finishing up around camp here. Got about half my coffee left. It's coming up on 7. Gonna finish packing up the few things I still gotta put in my pack here. Finish up this coffee and we'll get on the trail here this morning. Should be a good day. Like I said, I want to get on the trail here early if I can. Start knocking out some miles before the heat really kicks in. We should have 17, hopefully no more than 18 miles to go today. Doing a final sweep of camp quick. Don't see anything that I'm forgetting. Where I have my hammock and everything set up, so looking good there. Over here's a nice little camp area, fire ring, bench. I sat over here to eat dinner last night and breakfast this morning. Don't see that I'm forgetting anything over here. So let's get this thing going. Day 2, Allegheny Front Trail. Day 1 was pretty crazy. Some rough terrain, the heat, rattlesnake, saw deer, turkey. Pretty crazy. This trail, day 1 had a lot in store for us. Let's see what day 2's got for us. There's a spot on the other side of the creek here. Really nice campsite. Big fire ring. People have wood cut, it looks like. I was kind of like had that site in my mind when I was coming here because I known about it from other people's videos. But I'm glad I didn't push up here. There's no way to get over there without getting deep into this water. And there's also a road on the other side of this creek here that runs parallel to here. I seen a couple cars go down it last night while I was camped. You wouldn't even know it's there until you see a car go down it. So I'm sure people park up there somewhere and come down to this site. So I'm happy with where I stayed at. Here's the road. This is the road that we parked on up that way. Pretty far. Long way up there. After we crossed that road there, saw double blaze heading up the trail this way, and I pulled out my GPS just to double check, and the GPX file that I was using from whoever did this trail, that was for FKT. I get a lot of my GPX files from people's FKT, fastest known time attempts. They went completely the other way. They were going like up the road and up. So I got out my paper map, and the paper map shows the trail heading up this way for a while and switching back, which is exactly what it's doing here. So I'm gonna follow the paper map, and that's a good reason. And that's a good reason why it's a good idea to carry multiple forms of maps. Usually I'll carry my GPS with, you know, a file loaded in from someone who's already hiked it, but I try to bring a paper map also, because you will run into discrepancies, and it's good to have multiple things to look at to try to make sure you're heading the right way. Don't want to start heading up the wrong trail for miles. That's not good. This section we're hiking through right now is pretty cool. It's just these pines and everything's really green out here. I think this is my favorite part of the trail so far. This is really cool. I think what that guy on the GPS did is you can skip this section if you just hike up that road. I think for a couple miles you can take a couple miles off the trail, but I'm glad I didn't do that. This part here is really nice, and you know, I came out here to hike the trail, so I won't be happy with myself if I know I didn't hike the full trail. And I'm out here to get more conditioning too. Getting in a nice groove here this morning. Been wanting to throw in some headphones, you know, get some music going, vibe out like I like to do sometimes on the trail when I start finding my stride, but just can't do it with running into that rattlesnake yesterday right on the side of the trail. You know, his rattling is what really alerted me to him being there. So can't risk it with the headphones, even though I'm like really wanting some music right now. Sometimes it's just really nice to have that when you start getting in your zone. But we're doing good. We're just gonna listen to the birds chirping out here, the peace and calm of the nature. We've been hiking our way up here. Now we've kind of come out to the top of a ridge, hiking along this. It's warm out, sun's hit me pretty good, but it doesn't feel oppressive yet like yesterday. It's been decent, you know, heat-wise out here. Haven't been seeing anywhere that really looks like I'm gonna be able to get any water up here. And I'm starting to run a little low. I still have some, so next place I see some water, I'm definitely gonna need to fill up. Up here on top of this plateau, I haven't really been seeing any water. So I'm gonna keep my eyes open for that. That last section of trail that we had been hiking since the trail took us up off the road, took us up on the plateau, around and back down, a couple miles at least. No water up there, desolate, not a drop of water. Been running low for a while. I was down to my last couple sips I've been conserving. Finally, the trail brought us down to a nice, looks like a really nice, fresh stream down here. So I'm gonna filter some water, drink some, filter some more probably, put it in my pack, splash some water on me, cool down a little bit. Oh yeah. Somehow I missed this turn. There's a sign right here, AFT, heading down that way. It's coming from up here. It's like just a nice level road. I was just cruising down that way. I don't know, maybe went like less than a quarter mile. Realized something wasn't right, came on back up. Gonna go the right way now. All right, so a little update on the status. As you can see, we're sitting here by this road. Kept hiking and hiking. Couldn't find any camp spots to sit down and take break. Really from all the way back at that plateau, up down through here, I really only seen like one or two. So not a lot of good camping opportunities in this section of trail. So anyway, I got out here to this road. There's a nice stump here, nice and high. I said, this is my lunch spot. I needed a break. It's getting late in the day. It's after 1. I got some Packet Gourmet Big and Burrito cooking up right now. I'm ready to eat that. I'm hungry. Taking a load off my legs. You know, my feet were getting a little tired. Knees. Gonna give them a nice break here. Got out the paper map here and cross-referenced to see exactly where we're at. And this is Clay Mine Road right here. And so from here to where I'm shooting for camp tonight, about 6 miles or so. So that's pretty nice. We might be able to roll into camp. Had a pretty good time if we can find that spot that I'm going to be shooting for that was in the trail guide, and if it's available. It's Friday night now. We'll see what happens. Most all of these maps that you'll see me using out here, I get them from the trail guides, and I get the trail guides from PA Hikes. I found them to be the best people to order trail guides from. They're quick. They usually get it out like the next day. I think like every single time I've ordered from them, they've been really good. So they even personally reached out after my second order just to, you know, say thank you for being a repeat customer. I thought that was cool, you know. I said the reason why I keep using you guys is because you get the guides out quick. Some other places it takes a while. All right, here it is. Packet Gourmet, Big and Burrito. I got almost a whole packet of Cholula hot sauce on there. I love hot sauce. Can't go wrong there. So I'm about to put these things back. Oh yeah, good. I'm so hungry I think anything would be good. There's even some cheese in there. There's a section of trail here, blaze here, double blaze up there. I was up the trail a good little ways, and I started looking at GPS. It was off. I looked at my paper map. I wasn't sure if it was right or not. Came the whole way back because it wasn't that far, and started going down. The trail was, and I could see on the trees here, grayed out blaze. I saw another grayed out blaze down there, so there must be a reroute. So I was going the right way, but things were matching up, and I wasn't that far down the trail. It's best sometimes just to go back and make sure you're heading the right way. So I know I'm heading the right way now after seeing that register box. That reroute is pretty substantial. It started taking me up around the wrong way, back around. I was a little bit, wondering if I'm on the right trail or not. But it started looping back around. Pretty substantial reroute. I'm not sure what the reason for that is or when they did that. I think it might have been to avoid some marshy type areas that I've seen on the map and on the GPS. So, hey, as long as we know we're on the right track, that's all that matters. We'll get there. I did add a little probably mileage and time that reroute, but we're still doing good on time, so keep knocking this thing out. We crossed over the road back there, and I believe that was the boundary for Black Moshannon State Park. This will go on for about around 4 miles, I believe. So there's no camping allowed, no primitive camping. We couldn't camp in here even if we wanted to. And on the sign back there it said Beaver Road, 3.7 miles. I think once we get to that, the area that I'm trying to camp in will be pretty close to there, hopefully. We just crossed over the main road back there, which should mean we're maybe around a mile away from the campsite that I'm shooting for, which is nice. Hoping that it's available, hoping that it's there, hoping, that it's a nice site. These last, 4 miles have been a slog. It's been pretty tough, kind of worn down. The sun, just generally tired. So I'll be happy to find camp tonight. Maybe set my hammock up, just get off my feet for a little bit. Have some time to relax. And that's gonna be it for me for the day. I was down there, the campsite that I was shooting for, there was a couple people in it already. I talked to them, they were really cool. I poked around the area down there at the stream. Didn't find anything that great, just came up a little ways. It's kind of like, the trail's over here, kind of like a field. Looks like some people had camped here before. I got a couple trees right here that are a good distance apart, and I'm camping here for the night. I don't want to push any further. I don't want to finish tonight, and I don't know what's for campsites any further down the way. I think most of them are going to end up being dry, and I'm not trying to lug liters of water possibly up the hills because I know the vistas are up there. So this is going to be home for the night. I'll get plenty of light in here through the evening. I should have some time to relax. It's only 5 o'clock right now, so I'm going to get the hammock up, take a load off, try to relax a little bit. Can't beat this after a long day hiking. Just lounging here in the hammock. Went across the way over there, grabbed some water, filtered some up. Made my last propel, drinking some of this, getting some electrolytes back in me. Got the rest of my Starbursts here, probably snack on them. Maybe relax here for like a half an hour or so. Get out, fine tune my hammock if it needs any fine tuning. It's pretty close to where I want it, I think. Put the tarp up. Don't think I'm going to deploy it again tonight. Don't think there's any rain in the forecast, so should be good on that. Find a place to hang my bear line, because last night I had my line up. Went to put it up at right when it was getting dark, and branch snapped. I was walking all around after dark trying to find another tree to hang it up on, so gonna get that out of the way early tonight. Should be a good night then. This spot's cool here with this opening. Should be a really nice relaxing night here. Rest up to finish this thing off tomorrow. Dinner for tonight, just boiled up the water. We got some Mountain House chicken and dumplings. I've never had this one before, but oh my gosh, it looked good when I put the boiling water in there. I want to put that in my little pouch here, let that go for maybe half an hour. Get my bear line up. I used my buff and kind of washed off some of the sweat off my body. Feel a little better now. Still got to do that for my feet probably. I'm liking this site, just kind of on the tree here with the nice little open area. Got a good view of the sky. Might see some stars tonight if I could stay awake. Chicken and dumpling. Oh, yeah. Looks like we got a little gravy in there, some vegetables. Just picked up this little salt shaker. Gonna throw a little bit of that in there. I think my body needs a little salt replacement. That's good. And it's about 8:30 now. Got pretty much everything I need to get done taken care of. So I'm about to climb into my hammock here, do a little relaxing, get some sleep, wake up at a decent time tomorrow morning, finish this trail off. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. It's about 10:06 right now. Got up, got dressed a while, got my food bag. Gonna finish packing up here. Try to do that quick this morning. Get on the trail so I can finish this thing off still this morning. Slept good in the hammock last night. Except for some noisy whippoorwills, but they didn't keep me from sleeping too much. Great night last night. I loved this spot. We just finished packing up. Stepping foot back on the trail here first thing this morning. It's about 6:40, so I'll definitely take that. Wanted to get a early jump if I could. I think we have somewhere between 5.5 to 6 miles to get out of here. We should see a few vistas here this morning, so I'm sure that probably means we have a climb or two also. So ready to get to it, start getting my body warmed up a little bit here, and we can knock this thing out. Just checked out Ralph's majestic view down the way over my shoulder here. Pretty cool view. I think there's at least another one or two down the way here. So I think we just finally got finished with that last climb. That was a big climb. That took a while, took some energy out of me. Made it to the top. There was a little vista. Checked that out for a couple minutes. Yeah, definitely don't underestimate this section of trail. Reminds me a lot of the Black Forest Trail in this section. Rocky and steep. I see the road, I see the car. More cars than when I out here. And that's gonna do it for this one, guys. We made it back up here to the trailhead. My GPS has us at 43.69 miles. That's pretty accurate considering the rerouted section, and there were 2 times where I got a little bit off trail, added a tiny bit on. Elevation profile, we gained 6,130 feet of elevation, which is a good bit. I didn't think there was quite that much out here. So overall, I definitely enjoyed this trail. I think there's a good bit of variety out here. Different sections, different type of forests, but just, you know, don't underestimate this trail if you're coming out here. There's definitely some tough sections, but overall, I definitely would recommend coming out here and checking out this trail. So right now, I gotta get hitting the road, guys. I definitely am feeling some coffee right now, maybe a little something to eat. So I'm gonna get on out of here. So until next time, get out and explore.